Guys, the subject of this video today is foam. I keep getting asked what kind of foam I use for my projects. Simply I use this type of foam here. It's a blue foam. You can also get it in pink. It is an extruded polystyrene. Now there are some other varieties of foam that you can get into using. Now this is most common, and this is expanded polystyrene. It's made of the little spheres, little beads. I don't recommend you use this unless you have a hot wire foam cutter, because cutting it will make a mess with like a razor or knife or something. I don't recommend you guys get into using this unless you do have a hot wire foam cutter, or you have something like a resin or plaster or something like that. You can cover your project when you're done, because it just, plus it's really soft, you know, it just tears real easy, and I don't recommend it at all. Your other, which I've used before I realized to getting into this stuff here, is this kind here. It's very porous, and it's the kind they sell in the back of a craft store. They make all kinds of shapes like these cylinders, and they got those big spheres. The downside to it, and here's an old tombstone I made many years ago, and it cracked in half. Now the good thing is I can put this together and you guys would never know that crack was there. But you can see all the holes in it. Now unless you're going to use something to cover it, like a plaster or something, that you're going to have all these holes in it unless you really heavily paint it. That is the one drawback to this. Now if this is the look you're looking for, then that's perfect. And now this is, like I said, the standard craft foam kind of stuff you can get from Hobby Lobby or Michael's or one of those places. I personally go with this one. It's strong, it's lightweight. It's not so strong it's not workable, but I mean it really takes some effort to, a piece this size, I mean it really takes some effort to crack it in half. The smaller it gets, the easier it is to break. Now you can tear at the corners with it. It's real easy to tear at, so you can manipulate it, but overall the size and shape of your diorama, it's real safe. I mean, it really takes some effort to really do anything to this. So this is the stuff I cut, this is the stuff I shape, this here. And you can pick this stuff up at Lowe's, probably Home Depot, any hardware store that supplies your home building supplies. If they're a place that actually sells lumber and all that stuff, they'll probably have this, because that's what it's used for, is actually insulation and walls and stuff. So I hope that answers you guys' question on the foam aspect of it, and something to keep in mind if you do get into this. First off is price. A 2-inch thick, and I believe they're 4 by 6 feet sheet, will cost you somewhere around $45, at least in my area. It might be more, maybe less in your area, but at least $45 last time I priced it. This stuff is pricey. You know, and a inch thick runs somewhere around $25. So a sheet of it isn't cheap. The other is that it's toxic. So if you're going to be sanding on it or using hot wire foam cutter, do make sure you have safety gear beforehand. You have safety glasses and some kind of a dust mask or something to keep the stuff out of your lungs and out of your eyes. Don't be like me and ignore that kind of stuff, you know. But do take that into consideration, that this stuff is toxic. So that I hope that does answer your guys' questions on the material I use, and I will be back shortly with my tutorials and on building those walls, and I'll be using this stuff to build it. So till then. And this damn thing is going out of focus. Why is it going out of focus? Hey guys, I'm here this video to show you my newest project, a blank wall. I'm kidding. I get that's really gay. Well, I use this blue